Porsha say her baby was sad when Simon left. Porsha says Pilar was extremely close to Simon and his children, calling their blended family beautiful. But after the split, Porsha says Pilar struggled to understand what happened. She asked me, so he just left me and he's not coming back? Porsha revealed she claims she even tried calling Simon so Pilar could speak to him, but says he didn't respond. I cried my eyes out for her. Despite the heartbreak, Porsha says she's grateful Pilar's dad, Dennis McKinley, has stepped up to help them both in this transition. I don't know how I feel about this, y'all. When I put this story on the list today, I was just saying to myself, I'm ready for this Porsha Simon divorce thing to be over. I'm just ready for it to be over. And while I'm not in her household, nor am I in her heart, a lot of it just feels like social media embellishment. A lot of it feels like somebody putting 20 on 10. Then it's like, a lot of it feels like lackluster damage control. A lot of it feels like, you know, Porsha going out of her way to be the victim in this situation. Oh, I paid his child support for his other kids. Oh, my child was so heartbroken. Oh, my whatever, whatever, whatever. I mean, and all of it may be true, but the reality of the situation is, Porsha, you put you and your child in this situation with that rush shotgun marriage of a relationship that you had with Simon. And I think the bigger thing is whether we know the full truth, about how Porsha and Simon really came about. The reality of the situation is most people just don't have an ounce of sympathy or an ounce of care to give to Porsha because it looks like you went over there and took that lady husband. It looks like that, whether that's true or not. And I'm not here to judge. That's what it looks like. Not to mention, you're the pretty girl with the great body and the sex appeal. And it's very easy for people to buy into this. You're a Jezebel that go around taking people's men. And that is how most people feel when it comes to Porsha. So anything beyond that, the average consumer does not care. And I always tell y'all this when it comes to PR, the truth never matters. The truth never matters. It doesn't. Nobody cares about the truth. The only thing that matters is what it looks like. The only thing that matters is what it looks like. And based on what it looks like, most people don't have a care in the world for Porsha. If I'm being honest, most people, especially, and y'all don't get mad at me, especially the unattractive girls who've never been able to get a man using their body and their face, they're actually happy. Because you being knocked down a peg and you losing or whatever makes them feel good about their station in life. Most people just don't care. And we're not buying it because and let me stop being diplomatic here. Let me stop. I'm around here trying to be diplomatic because I got to run into these damn people and I don't want no bullshit. The reality of the situation is, Porsha, I don't give a damn if we know the truth about the shit or not. Something was unscrupulous about it. There was just something unscrupulous about the way you and Simon got together. And if I'm being very honest, most people are happy that this shit went awry. Okay. Most people are jumping for joy and they are excited and they feel vindicated that you are going through what you're going through because most people don't feel like this relationship came about in a genuine way. You got a whole audience. People are, and it's sad, but that's just human condition. People are actually happy that your ass going through this and they loving to see it. And y'all can play these timeline games if you want to. Y'all can play these games about Fallon cheated first and him and Fallon was already on the outs or whatever the case may be. And all of that might be true, but it wouldn't have costed you or Simon anything to make it look cleaner than how it looked. Wouldn't have cost y'all nothing to take it slow and let it appear as if there was a year in between you and Fallon. It wouldn't have cost you nothing. And also, Porsha, people already view you as being this superficial hoe bag. So people feel, whether it's the truth or not, people feel that you were in a rush to get an African so you could slap five and double date with Shamia. And because you did a rush job and it was messy, this is what happened to your life. And most people are happy, they're clapping, and they're celebrating. Now, that's the truth. Somebody said, I like Porsha. I love Porsha. She's great. You can't steal nobody's husband that didn't want to stay, I guess. It just looked bad. Moving right along. Tokyo Tony, honey. She out here begging the Kardashians for money. Take a listen.